Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining us live here, and we are bringing to you none other than Rainbow Six Siege. This is the Pro League. It is the EU teams squaring off in the PC discipline. We are here at the Intel Extreme Masters Expo in glorious Katowice, Poland. The people have been fantastic. The crowd has been great. The energy is high, but I'll tell you honestly, at 10 p.m., it's turning on to a long day, and we've seen some absolute belters of games so far. We've seen all 8 teams in our EU division face off right here on this stage, go toe-to-toe, and they've kept it oh so close throughout the whole thing. There couldn't be any more excitement in the air. And right now, it's not even going to change. We've got the Finnish team. They're going against the Warriors of France, and they're the WTF, Warriors Team France. I'm wondering, WTF, Warrior Team France? I like where they're at. I like where their heads are. Anyway, they know what they need to prove. We've seen Penta take the first 2-0 of the entire Pro League. Everything is on the line, and of course, it will not end. There's also a Pro League for the North American region on PC, and of course, for the Xbox One for EU and North America. So whatever your fancy is, you can get your esports fill right here with the Pro League, because Rainbow Six is coming in strong. The next matchup will be just that, strong, powerful, and a lot to play for. So without further ado, I can check out on either side. The teams look ready, which means it's time for me to pass over to the boys over there on the analyst desk, and they are led by a man. It's my pleasure to introduce him each time. Over to you, Panky.
I think he's finally running low. Thank you very much, Sean. It's been a very long day. Joined here again, what's my Panji stick, my famed and esteemed colleague. You still going strong?
I am still going strong. I'm still going strong!
10 hours. This is a lot of broadcasting.
Yeah.
We've got 2 huge games still left to go. We already have the maps in for Gifu versus Warrior Team France, and we're going to dive straight into those 2. Oregon, and I'm so excited about this one, Hereford Base.
Yeah,
We've
it's
finally
about
got
time.
This map.
I was kind of worried we weren't going to see
here.
it for some reason.
I was too. I was like, all right. I mean, we mentioned Flamers there said they like Chalet because everyone plays Chalet. It's really big on matchmaking, all that kind of stuff. Everyone knows it. Hereford Base is another one that's really big on matchmaking.
Right.
So I was kind of hoping we see some people do that for familiarity.
Yeah,
now
definitely.
I'm getting it. You have a particular couple of things you like about this map, though.
I think that out of all the maps, it is the peak map. It is the map that defenders can jump from one floor to another within the 2 seconds and make massive plays. And I think we'll definitely see people peeking out, getting kind of edgy with their moves. And defenders, I think, can get a lot more aggressive on that map than most of them.
Yeah, and like House, you mentioned, people jumping in and out, windows
Yes,
out.
but I think even better on Hereford.
Yes, exactly, even better on Hereford. Like when you're, it's one of these maps too where starting bomb site, almost everyone takes basement. Second bomb site is the top floor. So we literally go from opposite ends of the map from defense to defense.
Meanwhile, you guys got second floor, first floor all running around, jumping in and out.
Lots of room and little holes to hide in, lots of little routes for people to be round out. And as, again, Flamers mentioned, big maps, finding rumors is a big pain in the ass for attacking sides. And Hereford, while it feels small in a nice space, there's a lot of place to search.
A lot of places.
I think we're going to be down to some very clutch, tight moments here. We will, of course, there you go on your screens, run through the rosters again. Gifu, Wilkie, Junas, Protex, Easy Loss, and Sheffy. We've seen him once, we're going to see him again, and they are one of the favorites for this entire Pro League. Wilkie, no stranger to these kind of stage, too, an ex-World of Tanks Pro player who has a big following there. So this kind of stage setting is not new to him. And of course, Warrior Team France, their opponents, another team which caused a few upsets in the Go 4. They are a bit of a dark horse for a little while, but had some surprising results in there that have obviously earned them a spot here.
So I've been told.
Yes, it's all
all been filled in, you know.
I feel bad for you being stuck over in North America, man. I mean, you don't have the best of history with shooters, and I know this is a new game, but I mean...
I don't know. I've been watching Twitch chat today, and they're saying a lot about Lit, so we'll see how Lit does.
We'll see. The Lit fans are going out strong. Here is Warrior Team France to the screen. Hawk, Vico, Zangdar, K6, and Sislak. These names are gonna ring like true in 2-3 weeks time with like sheer quality and high play. And I know, unfortunately, there's a small problem with people Q dodging whatnot in Rainbow Six. They're gonna be feared. You're gonna come to the matchmaking.
Like, they're gonna play a lot of like 5v1 games because people drop out. Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, we've been told this is all soon to be fixed. So I we say this with a grain of salt, and we love it with
Yeah,
salt.
of course, of course.
Right now, he does unfortunately still there. Obviously, Oregon is our other map. We've seen it a couple of times earlier on. It's another one that's really, really big, takes a lot of time to search, and where Romans are particularly strong.
I think it's going to be 2 heavy defense maps, very difficult for the attackers. So
yeah. Anything you think teams should have learned from earlier on, or from the earlier Oregon games, or do you think playing it exactly like they did, but with a bit better execution is fine?
aside just better execution, I think somehow finding a way to clear faster, get rid of the roamers faster, whether it's with drones and a follow-up, or just find them and get rid of them faster so they can get to the actual objective and not run out of time.
Exactly. So, without further ado, let's dive on over to the wonderful duo of True Talent and Munchables. They get us into this next huge matchup. Gifu versus Warrior Team France. Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, guys. We are here on the caster desk, and we're ready to get into our 7th game of the day, 3rd game of our 2nd play day.
Yep.
You are correct in saying my name is Munchables. We're nowhere near the middle of the screen. In fact, at this point, we're kind of sliding along across the course of the stream. But, I mean, it's been said by Sean, it's been said by Vanky, it is a long day so far. We're 10 hours in, 10 hours of broadcasting, and we still have two insane games coming up. It has been amazing so far. But let's take a look at this matchup we've got coming up now. Gifu versus WTF. Now, Gifu, unfortunately, earlier today had to go against the G-Bots, so lost 2-0, and G-Bots looked phenomenally strong. However, it was not just stomps. Gifu did take rounds off them, and they didn't just allow it to they didn't just roll over and show their belly.
And we've seen how strong the G-Bots are.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And then, after that, we saw WTF up against Penta. Now,
strong team.
Sislak is my player to watch here for WTF, because he was the guy playing glass on plane. He was the guy kind of looking for those different angles, looking to try and take an advantage early on in the round. But here we go. Gifu up against Warrior Team France. We'll see if Sislak is going to be a star player or whether it's going to be other players stepping up to the plinth.
We will see.
We certainly will. And the first map is, of course, Oregon, as the analysts mentioned beforehand. So we'll see. I mean, this is a very open map in terms of attacking. When you're trying to get over to that building, there's a whole lot of ground you've got to cover before you're actually kind of in safe range there.
Looks like they're going for the bottom once again. Getting all the reinforcements up.
Yeah, so, I mean, talk me through this defense, because it's been a little while since we've seen Oregon.
Yeah, well, you just want to make sure that they can't just get through really easily. So you just want to reinforce all the breachers. This is the first floor. And you want to reinforce a few of the walls as well, so they can't just break through the walls and just get in really, really quickly. You want to make sure you're like funneling them, basically, as much as possible. And if you're not funneling them, they're trying to break through a defense, you're delaying them. And, you know, you can push through, you can roam, you can, you know, get them from a different angle that way.
Yeah, I think that when you mention funneling them, that's one of the absolute key things. If you can force them through a choke point, it's so easy to just set up a crossfire. You know you're always going to win.
It's all about getting the advantage, really, isn't it?
Absolutely isn't. Here we go. No early kind of cheesy kills coming out just yet. That is something that we saw earlier on Oregon. I think we saw 1 cheese kill come out all Pro League so far. Well, so far,
just getting some intel.
Be pretty standard stuff. And as well, on Oregon, we saw some cheeky little camera takes, like straight from spawn, knowing those spots. And this is kind of the difference between the Pro League.
Did you spot that guy?
I don't think he did. That
he might think
could
this is,
be. That could be really detrimental.
Just get shot by this guy.
Compositions, again, just about the same as what we've been seeing here.
Just trying to get as much intel as possible.
I mean, it's a good drone run. He's not been spotted out just yet. He's not really spotted any enemies, though. There we go. Finally finds one for himself. He's going to jump onto the bed, but will get taken out in the end. But they have wasted a full minute now, and it's going to be Zangdar to find the first kill of this game onto Wilkie. So WTF take a slight advantage here from the attacking position. But can they translate that into anything else? They've already got Ju down as well. But whether or not they can finish him off, he's down but not out. His teammates aren't all that close to him, so...
They're doing all right. They've got 1 down. 5 of 4.
Yeah, so there we go. Hawk finally finishes him off there. So that's going to be him kind of dealt with. And now it's going to be WTF definitely in the driver's seat for this first round.
Yeah, they've got complete control of this area. Let's see what happens here. They know that they're going to peek here.
Yeah.
So always have to be careful.
So this is kind of one of those decisions where it's like...
They can push down the stairs and peek at the same time. You've got two kind of angles there.
Yeah. And it's like, do you go through that trapdoor? Because it is so risky.
You'd want to peek it. You'd want to peek it. You can just peek towards the corridor.
Well, here we go. It's going to be Protax going down. Vic picks one up for himself as Chiefy trying to just dive off to the side, make sure he doesn't go down. He's playing that Frost with the Super 90, but he's already down to barely any HP. And in fact, I think he went into down, but not out just there. So we've got just one player remaining. It is Doc, so he might be able to pick up his teammate, but I'm not convinced because he's in this room. He's in the middle of everything, and easy loss. Last man remaining. He's going to be trying to do what he can. Finds one with the MP5. He's going to be looking for more as well. Hawk watching over from the sidelines here. Chiefy finally gets up, and that's the power of Doc right there. He's going to be able to get a long-range stim pistol coming out, and there it is. Even if he did get his teammate back up, easily capitalized by WTF, and they just finished the round up. They're quite a quick round coming out, considering our last game was quite a long one, quite a drawn-out match. That round was so much more quick.
What to do with the plant? Just get the plant down.
Yeah,
they have to push you.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Here we go. So swapping sides. Do you reckon we're going to see the same kind of defensive strat come out here from the side of WTF?
Possibly. Possibly. Yeah.
Fair enough then. Well, Blitz going to be locked in here as well. So we've seen a little bit of Blitz across the day. I can't get my words out anymore. I'm barely forming the words in my mouth. Never mind getting them out at this stage. But Blitz going to be coming out here. Now, we have seen a little bit of it across the day. Nothing... It's not been one of our staple operators, but we have seen it on and off. So we'll see whether that's going to pay off for Gifu here. In case you haven't been watching earlier on, by the way, Gifu, Gifu is Swedish, or Finnish, sorry. So it is pronounced Gifu.
Yeah, Gifu.
But we'll see if the Finnish team can finish first in this one.
Getting all the reinforcements. Preparation phase.
Absolutely are. And here we go. The action phase begins. 3 minutes on the clock. And let's see what Gifu have got up their sleeves for this one. Let's see.
Looks like possibly Pulse is going to roam. Yeah,
I mean, Pulse definitely one of those operators that is
very, very good for roaming.
Very good at roaming. Obviously, you have that cardiac scanner, which you can just check where people are. Oh, good, very early aggression coming out here. It's not often we see kind of a firefight this early on in the round, but
it's good peek.
Neither player going to be able to quite land the shots there. So it's not
pushing in.
There we go, and that's the power of a shield right there. You can push so aggressively with that.
It's not as much fear.
Yeah.
Really, really good for intel as well. You don't need to do the damage, just getting the intel.
Yeah. And as well, you can always back away with that shield. You can always just sort of...
And he's got a flash.
Turtle walk backwards. Here we go. I like
so it looks like the roamers upstairs.
I like this push that's coming out here. Very slow, very methodical. I would like to have the Blitz in front of the Thatcher, to be honest. He's got a shield. Why not hide behind him, you know? But doesn't look like Junus is even that worried. He's just charging on forwards. So very confident play coming out from these guys. Not a single kill coming down just yet, but it looks like the firefight might be about to begin.
They're going to try and get rid of Roma.
Into the master bedroom. Nobody going to be finding here. Looks like we are going to be restarting this one. Not sure 100% what went on there, but obviously it's all for a good reason. We'll try and find out from production what the reason is for the restart. But we're just going to be starting again from 1-0. So obviously we want this to be a level playing field. We don't want any advantages outside of the players playing better. You know, that's the only advantage we want to be seeing in this matchup. And I mean, so far from what we've seen, it feels like a fairly close matchup between these guys. I mean,
they were doing the right push there.
We have only seen like 1.5 rounds. Yeah,
so
it's kind of hard to call it.
Go by. But it seemed like an alright push that.
Yeah,
they were closing in on the Roma, just about to get him. So actually, they did get him, didn't they?
We saw that first aggressive round was so much quicker than the second round. You clearly have like one team that wants to play that very slow, very kind of check every corner, very thorough play style.
Well, if you notice at the very start, they droned. and they got a good idea if there were any
Yeah.
roamers around there. They noticed there weren't, and they cleared anyone around there, and then they got that whole position, and then they just pushed together. That's probably why it was that fast.
I think that's the thing as well, is the ability to get that done so quickly and turn that into the plant, turn that into getting that diffuser down and being able to essentially become the defenders, because
It's all about control. You get the control, you get
Yeah.
the safety, you can start pushing further and further in.
And let's remember as well that we did have one or two, in fact, of the players just got picked off very early. So, I mean, obviously, 5 versus 3 is going to make that a whole lot easier. But here we go. We're going to be heading back onto the map once more.
Okay.
And it is,
Technical
again,
issues.
WETF taking that first round. And now we're going to see Gifu looking to answer for that one as the round has been restarted. But we're here for round 2. As you can see on the overlay, we do have 1 extra point in the hands of the French team.
Yeah, that +1. So once again, just prepping.
So France versus Finland here. Let's see who's going to be able to take this one. I mean,
Who knows?
10 seconds remaining.
who? Indeed. Well, I mean, like, let's take a look at the compositions. Let's get some conversation on the go here, because we've got no Ash coming out from the attackers, which is something we're seeing. Ash has been a very, very common pickup for these guys. I mean, you've got your Thatcher, you've got your Twitch, you've got your Thermite and Sledge, and then going for Blitz. So what do you reckon to the running Blitz instead of running Ash?
As we were saying about, you know, the shield, you get the safe pushes. So you don't get the breach in as fast, but you get the safe pushes. So you get a safe push with the ability to flash people. So it's a bit of a different thing you get.
Yeah.
But it works, doesn't it? They both work in different ways.
Yeah, this
That's
is the
this
thing.
game. There's so many different ways of playing it.
It's an entirely different playstyle, but
Got the
it
roamer
is
there.
an entirely different
They need to
map
get
as
rid of that
well. So
roamer.
there we go. That's going to be Junus picking up
Is
the
he really
first
going
kill.
to go for it with
Headshot
the,
onto Vic.
Is it going to be shield versus him? Sees him, he should
looking
be
for it
calling
right
it.
now.
They should be pushing him.
I think he's maybe just waiting for a teammate to come, and there it is.
Beautiful.
Very nicely called by yourself there. Oh, does manage
he
to block a
flashes him.
shotgun shot. Can he take
Get
the
him,
kill
just get
here?
him.
No, he can't.
my God.
Oh, that was a team kill. Oh, disaster. Wilkie takes out his shielder
Nerves.
with a headshot. That was
That's been nerves. All they need to do with melee him.
that was
A pity.
don't know.
It was a pity.
Let's move on. Let's move on. That's all I'm
Okay,
going to
down
say
there.
about that one. But Wilkie kind of
4 versus 2.
makes up for his previous mistake there. Picks up a kill for himself. And as you say, 4 versus 2
Two of them are
here.
in the basement here. So once again, they've got this position. Massive advantage. Checking.
Aggressive push coming out here from Gifu, and I feel like that's very appropriate with the advantage.
We're going to
that
see
they
the
have.
same thing now, where they push down the stairs, they look through the hole, probably get a plant in, make them people have to push them once the plant's down.
Well, I mean, Hawk and Sizzlack have both been really good players. We've seen Hawk get a lot of really kind of long-range, nice shots coming across. And we've seen Sizzlack, obviously, I mentioned already when he was playing on that glass. So we'll see whether
gonna try
these
and plan.
two... I mean, we have a smoke, let's remember. We've seen crazy things from smoke already today.
Yeah.
It would not
Let's
be
see.
Beyond imagination
Once
to see
the
the
plant's
same
down.
once again.
Ooh.
Nice shot from Sizzlack
Get
there.
that plant down,
It's
guys.
going to take out easy loss. Can they turn this into more, though? Can they? If they can turn this into a 2v2, they're going to be in a fantastic position. However, Sizzlack took a lot of damage in that engage.
Where his teammates coming from behind, possibly?
Oh, there we go. Sizzlack down, but not out. It's going to be Junus finishing him off. And in
Nice.
fact, Junus goes straight for the double
It looked
kill.
like he
Gets
came
the
from behind.
headshot. Yeah, he did get the flank.
yeah.
I think he dropped down through the trapdoor. Yeah, he did
yes,
indeed.
the meeting room one.
There you go. Finishes off that last man. So nice headshot
Nice.
comes out from him. And that is going to be
1-1.
1-1 indeed. So here we go. I'm curious to see how WETF react to this, whether they just go for the exact same strategy we saw in the first round out of them, whether they change up their attacking strategy. And also from the defensive side, like whether
They'll
this
have to
changes.
change, won't they? They'll have to change because they beat that place, right?
Oh yeah, that's very true actually.
So it's going to be a different play.
Wait, no, actually both attacking teams won.
Did they?
Yeah, both teams have won on
Oh,
attack,
okay,
so
okay.
actually nobody needs to
So no
needs
one's
to change
defended. Oh,
defense.
yeah, no one's... Okay. Yeah, so it'll be the same place.
Well, let's see whether they're going to be able to defend this. I'm just going to be setting up those standard defenses, making sure they're protecting those trapdoors, you know.
Yeah.
We're starting to get to a point now where we can see on every map
nice
where
to see,
the typical stuff
the drones,
is.
see where they're going.
We'll see if we can get into the eyes of any drones. Only 7 seconds on this phase remaining, but obviously we see a whole lot of drone play coming in across the course of the full game as well. Action phase begins, and look at this, only 3 members down there for Gifu.
It's definitely an important part of the game, drone play. Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Massive intel from it.
And I think...
The hell?
What?
Good.
I'm not 100% sure what that was. I think that might have been
At least
wrong.
it's got a nice drone.
Yeah, there we go. So you asked for the drone play. There you go. There's your 2 seconds of it. So now the push begins. And as I said, 2 roamers coming out from Gifu here. So a little bit of an unorthodox strategy. We'll see if that's going to pay off for them, and whether the drones are going to be able to spot that out as we head into this 3rd round.
They've been taking out the roamers quite easily. That's maybe why they've doubled up.
Yeah. And, well, you say they've doubled up. They are kind of spread out. They're not together necessarily.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to be exactly in the same place. Just like doubling up as in, like, you know, you both roaming sort of thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, let's see, because this is definitely a map that you can go for a lot of flanks on. So, I mean, all maps on this game are fantastic for flanking, and that's one of the beautiful things about it is you've got to know the maps. You've got to know the corners to look for, and you've got to know where you're going to get flanked from.
Definitely. There's so many openings. So many.
Well, speaking of an opening, Judas finds one in the lineup of WTF as he takes out Sizzlack with that nitro charge. There's going to be another one going down. In fact, it's Wilkie finds that one with the SMG-11. Headshot on 2-6. That's Junas again with another kill. So Junas,
nice.
2 for the round, doing a phenomenal job. Cheffy tunes in with one of his own. I'm not sure if that's Cheffy or Sheffy or Chiefy or who knows at this stage.
Slowly pushing.
Over my years of being a commentator, I have pronounced many players' names wrong.
Yeah.
And that won't stop anytime soon.
No.
Until the player comes up to me and kind of says, no, it's like this.
This is it, yeah.
I'm lost. But
wait, is this the 1v5?
yeah, it is. I mean, like, I was going to try and hype it, but it's going to be a tall order. Let's just word it like that. He finds one for himself, so good start to this one.
And he's in a nice position.
Finds a nice murder hole, but immediately spotted
He was
out.
in a nice position. They allowed him to just walk down there.
Yeah, I don't know why he got down those stairs for free there, with 5 defending players remaining, but never mind. It doesn't really matter. This is the thing, like, singular kills in this game don't matter unless they cause something else within the round. Like, towards the end of a round like that, if you've got 5 players, it doesn't matter if it goes to a 1v1 and you still win. Like, other than, like, how that affects your mentality and your momentum, other than that, it honestly does not matter. And take
well, it's one headshot. It's one headshot.
Exactly. 1 kill on the board right now for WTF. Obviously, they did win a round, and then we got a reset, so that's not accurate, but it does say kind of how strong these 2 rounds have been from Gifu.
Yes.
I mean,
come back strong after
2 rounds won in a row without with only dropping 1 single kill is.
Now they've had to change the bomb site, so it'll be interesting to see how they attack this.
Have indeed, so.
Reinforcing the corridor. You can push that way from the tower, so it is nice to reinforce it just in case.
So one thing we saw last time is where you see Six and Vic just pushing through there. Previously, we've seen that just barricaded up.
Yeah, they've left that open so they can look into the meeting room.
Yeah.
So they've barricaded the tower, but they can look into the meeting room from this little kind of like hole. It's a nice little strategy. You can also see people through the window who are running on the roofs.
Yeah. So I like this kind of, you see different teams playing this differently, like different teams like to go for different styles of defense.
Well, that's the thing about the game. You can do loads of different styles.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't
it? And that's not even coming into specific team strategies. That's just with the operators. Like, there's so many different styles you can play.
Yeah. Pushing in with Blitz once again. As you said, like, you know, you can push in slow, quite fast with them, can't you?
Yeah.
Got a Sledge and a Blitz. This will be a fast push.
Yeah, well, indeed. And in fact, they've got reinforcement as well from Twitch there. So they're going to be storming the gates right now as they charge on through the building. And in fact, we're going to see Wilkie. He does have the defuse kit, so does not want to be caught with his pants down. Speaking of, Cheffy's in the bathroom. But let's see how they continue. I mean, they've been clearing rooms incredibly quickly so far, but they haven't actually bumped into anyone just yet. I think they're kind of onto the fact that it's upstairs.
It's a pulse. They saw him. Don't do that. You lost that last time.
Yeah, it's.
Actually, I think his teammate helped him.
No, yeah, it was. He kind of just baited it until someone came around. But the thing is, like, against a shield, it's such a risky fight to take because if they just get that lucky pistol headshot, then you're dead.
Really risky spot this, but you get some really nice angles.
Well, it's less risky if you've got a shield because your legs aren't on show when you're right next to a window.
Yeah, true.
So you can kind of...
So it's just kind of wait there, get some intel, maybe see some people push in from the other side.
To some extent, it kind of removes the risk of being in that spot.
Got the diffuser with him as well.
Certainly as Wilkie going to be arriving on that roof.
Throw a grenade in just to see if he can clear it. Looks like there's 2 people in that room. Sizz is in a really kind of common spot. I always look there, the left-hand side. Got him down. Throw some grenades in.
Grenades coming through, but here we go. The push is on. Nice. They go for Sizzlack.
He's getting smoked.
There we go. It's going to be Zangdar trying to do what he can, but here we go. He gets it behind him, but he's going to get taken down in the end. Hawk gets the headshot with the SMG, and it's 3 versus 3 now. They're pushing on into the site, though. It's not going to be stopping anytime soon.
Very nice.
In fact, the diffuser is down. It's ticking away, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get this one. Junis is on the outside, just trying to... get whatever he can. He's just going to be looking after this diffuser. He is on his own. As you say, 1 headshot comes out, but it's not enough. And it is Hawk, the last man remaining. He gets the final headshot, and he will get this diffuse as well. So, or the diffuse on the diffuser. I don't even know what you call that one, but that is going to make it 2-2.
He could have just relaxed out there. You don't need to peek the diffuser. It's down. Just listen for them to hit it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did manage to get 1 headshot. I think maybe you've got to think of it in terms of, like, if you're the defender in that scenario watching the thing, there is still, like, the peeker's advantage is still going to be at the forefront of each of these players' minds. Even though they're playing on LAN and that isn't as big of a factor, it's still going to be
Junis with an 8-1.
Oh, yeah. Junis. I mean, Junis in that round alone got, I think, 3 kills. I wasn't counting exactly, but he was doing some work, and he definitely got a hat-trick earlier on. So Junis is a standout player so far.
Okay, so they've, is it the same place?
Junis
bedrooms again.
Pulse as well. We saw Junis on Frost earlier, now he's going for Pulse. So I like that they're swapping around who plays what. It's not a matter of each individual player only plays whatever operator. It's kind of, they can mix this up and each go for different things.
Pulse is a very nice aroma. It is a nice aroma. Once again, just the prepping phase. See if they do anything different. Where is that? Barricading.
My name is Junis. And I'm roaming on a Pulse. This is the point that the casting has got to at this stage.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he just reinforced that place so random. That's just going into meeting room, I think.
Well, I guess that on to some extent, like maybe reinforce a random wall and could kind of throw off the attackers, maybe kind of the mind games coming into play.
That one there, look, you see, he's just reinforced.
Hey, man.
There must be a reason to it.
Maybe he just he likes that wall, you know, doesn't want it going down.
You're not destroying it.
It's close to his heart.
Yeah.
His mother built that wall with her own 2 hands, so you don't want to be messing with that one. But here we go, the attack coming out from WTF, the Warrior Team France, up against the Finnish players from Gifu. And it is 2 apiece here. As we start to see the attack begin. Wallbangs coming out from Vic, looking to try and get onto Protax.
Just causing a bit of chaos. Shoot through walls. You don't need to kill anyone, just shoot through them.
Force them to change positions as well.
Yeah. Also, if you've got holes through the windows, it just scares you. Again, that threat.
Yeah.
Oops! Did you see Paul?
Yeah, that's going to be 6 going down. Someone else is going to pick him up, so they're not going to lose the man, but that's half of his HP. So
it's not good.
It's definitely not good. It's a little bit of a bad situation for WTF. Can't say that I'd be all that stoked if I saw my teammate jump out of the window and die, but you know. Sometimes things don't pan out quite how you planned, so
it'll be interesting. It's going into the lion's den, so to speak.
Interesting.
Oh, and he gets trapped before he gets there.
That's unfortunate as well because he just used the Ash Grenade Launcher to try and clear the barbed wire. So that was so close to clearing that as well. But it is 2 for 1 so far.
Traps.
Yeah, Gifu now with a 4 versus 3 advantage, and it's time for them to push.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, they're on the defense there. They're quite happy to just hold on right now. Oh, gets annihilated.
And the diffuser is dropped in a
again.
horrible position. He could just camp on that. Let's see if he does.
There's Junus.
Oh,
what a shot
Very
out of
nice.
Vic. Just
Is
gets
someone
it
else
while
camping?
he's climbing on up.
Nice
Gets
wall
a beautiful
bang.
headshot.
Yeah. He
And
did
here
a
we
nice
go.
wall bang. It's unlucky that he didn't kill him. So we can get the diffuser. Look at that's nice.
Yeah, that was...
2v3. Definitely pop. Ooh.
Here we go. There is a Frost on the other side,
He will
so he wants
see
to
it
be
and
careful how he takes this fight, because that's not a fight he's going to win at point-blank range.
Oh, nice. Like it. He's going for the range.
Yeah, so back away. Good decision there from him.
2v3. Slow.
And looks like
they've got the diffuser.
Yeah, they go and decide to go for a different route, which I like here.
Cause that threat. They know there's a hole there.
They
oh
only
my God,
have
there's
10 seconds to do it. And this is something like, this keeps taking us by surprise. So it's got to be the same for the teams, but they've got to get this diffuse down right this second.
But there's
4
loads of barbed
seconds,
wire.
3 seconds. They have to
loads of
start
barbed wire.
planting
Where is
it.
that
If they can
where
deny
is
the
that
plant, then they're in with a win on this one. Gifu, that is, but they're moving on in. It's 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1, sorry, as Twitch is the last man remaining. The spray from the pistol isn't going to find the head, and that is going to be easy lose, taking the easy win up against Warrior Team France. Gets the defuse.
Good attempt.
And that is going to be 3-2. It was a good attempt.
To say they had 10 seconds. That was a good attempt.
Considering it was like a last second, oh crap, we need to get the bomb down.
And not only that, they had to go through loads of barbed wire. And they actually got the bomb down, so unlucky.
Yeah, they did.
They gave themselves an actual chance from something which looked like it was, you couldn't do it.
It was a good effort. I think the real props there need to go over to Gifu in terms of like, obviously all of the breaches and things went on towards one site and then they swapped to the other side of the map. That was read perfectly by Gifu. They immediately, after that thermite charge went off, they immediately rotated to the other side of the map. They were ready.
Well, they kept at both. They didn't commit to either, which is, yeah, very smart.
And that meant that they were able to take that round.
Yep.
So 3-2 in favor of Gifu.
Okay, back down to the basement.
1 away from match point as well, so. WTF, they've got their work cut out here.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, 1 away from match point. As in 1 away from 1 away.
Oh, I got you. 1 away from 1 away, I got you.
Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, here we go. Right. So 5 seconds left on this prep phase, and then we're going to see how Gifu go about this attack. So far, Gifu have actually been doing very well on the attacking phase, and I feel that's a lot down to this blitz. It's been doing absolute wonders for them.
It is allowing them to push faster, and the faster you push, more time you have.
It's a great distraction as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But look, they feel really confident when they push with it, and I think that's really important.
I think rightly so as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, that's what shields do. They allow you to do that, but you don't have as good a weapon, so it's that kind of compromise.
But if you can land that headshot,
yeah, exactly. Matter. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Let's see. We haven't really seen Sheffy himself land many kills this game. He's just kind of been a big distraction for his team.
Looks like. Oh no, never mind. That is Gifu. I'm gonna say Roma.
Here we go. Very slow start actually from Gifu here. We've kind of seen. I mean, the last time we were attacking, we saw them just blitz through about 20 rooms in about 20 seconds. But this time, going for it a little bit more cautiously. And I think that'll be due to spawns as well, because this is a different spawn to what we saw last time.
He's running into him, nice, gets him, good headshot.
Easy loss. Just well aware of the situation, finds a nice easy pick.
The back now for himself, so they've got that push.
Yeah, and taking out the CCTV as well. Absolutely crucial. Something that I feel isn't given enough notice in these games.
They've got both sides now because of that kill. So that's
this is where the pincer comes into play.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really important kill. Just one kill can be that important.
Wilkie finds a second one as well, so that's going to be doubly important as 3 defenders remain now, and the grenades are going to rain on in. Yep. There is a Jaeger, but I don't know where his... Sizzlack actually very close to that grenade. It tagged him to half.
Nice.
Isn't quite going to find the kill.
Really good.
But I mean, typically, unless it's fully cooked, you're not going to find many grenades that get kills because it's...
Getting the plant down.
Obviously, you do get the notification, but as you say, plant does cook down.
Calls them to push to you.
There we go. Look
now
at
it's, now it's
look at the
them.
distraction from Blitz. So many players shooting at him, but he's just stood there with
I
his
think
shield.
he was the one who planted it, just by himself. It looks like it.
Strolls on in, gets the plant down, gets back up with his
Now
shield.
they have to make a commitment to pushing out into the open now.
Junas finds a headshot, Sizzlax down as well. That's another for Junas, and now it's just Hawk remaining. He does find one onto easy loss.
See if Hawk can take this.
He's in a 1 versus 5. He's found the first one, but he's got barely any HP to work with, and looks like he finds a second one as well, peeking up through the trapdoor.
Time's ticking. They can just chill.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they can chill.
I mean,
good attempt. Once again,
it was going to be near impossible for Hawk there with the diffuser already down in a 1 versus 5.
Pretty much, they would need to just all rush him for the most part.
And he just gets kind of the multi-spray, yeah.
Not only that, they had a vantage point on the bomb too, so from the very top they can just look down on it. So yeah, it would have been really, really hard.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
But here we go. So Junas basically saying, I'm upset at how much you were praising Choi in the last game for his ridiculous score, so I'm going to match it and maybe even do better. Gifu now on match point. If they can take this round, they are going to take this first game, and we're going to be moving onto our second map, which is Hereford Base, which I'm very excited about because I cast EGX before this game came out. When the beta was released, and I did 4 8-hour days of casting just Hereford Base.
Wow, okay.
So I know that map pretty well. I've seen a lot of games on that map.
It is an interesting map, Hereford.
Yeah, I think it's a map that a lot of teams know very well as well. It's kind of like we were talking about House earlier, being one of the sort of almost default maps, even though all but Yacht pretty much are default
It was on the
maps.
beta a lot.
Yeah,
it was on the beta a lot.
It's one of these ones that most teams will know.
It's quite a hectic map as well, especially at the top, dummy. Like for all the windows, you can get people on the buildings as well, shooting through.
Yeah.
It is a very, very kind of intense map.
Yeah, so many walls and so many ceilings and things you can.
It'd be interesting to see if they actually do go to the top. When, you know, because they will go to the bottom, I'm guessing. It'd be interesting to go to the top if they try one of the middles.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, obviously, the basement is a huge, huge popular spot, but we'll see where the second one is going to be. I mean, we'll talk about this more when we actually get onto the map. Let's stay in this game for now. It is Gifu versus WTF. 4-2 is the score, and Gifu are 1 away from taking this first game in the series. Good scouting with the drones. He's actually just going to follow this player, and he calls it out to Zangdar. That was beautiful.
Good wall bang. Good wall bang. Good comms.
Yeah, absolutely. And Junas answers, though, so traded 1 for 1.
This is quite a fast push.
Yeah, it is. And this is the kind of push that I like to see, this fast, aggressive play. Pulse is down, though, so Junas, while he did get that 1 kill, not feeling all too healthy. Maybe needs to head over to the GP after this game and get a prescription, but it's going to be easy loss. Picking up a headshot with that MP5. And that means that the defenders are now with a 1-man advantage.
Tagged in quite hard though, so it wasn't a whole loss.
No. But it's going to be down to whether they can finish off these tagged players, because even if you've got 10 HP, your bullet is still going to be able to get those headshots.
Yep.
Still going to be able to win those firefights if you've got the quick enough reactions. Here we go, the push coming out from the attackers on WTF. Grenading on down, and there's the thermite charge onto this trapdoor.
It would be nice if they could get someone going tower to push that like they usually have been.
See, this is the thing though, when you're already down to 3 people, it's like you don't have much of an option. Yeah, Junas is down but not out. Should be able to finish this one off pretty comfortably.
Where the hell did he shoot him?
In fact, not even going to try and finish him off there. He's just... he's playing the objective. He knows that there's no one really going to be going up to save the roamer.
That guy. Just throw some bombs down.
Grenade not actually going to tag anyone there, but I mean, it's one of those where you just kind of rolling the dice, you know. You're not going to be able to use that grenade in an intense firefight anyway. But here we go, they're pushing on into basement now. This is where the fight is really going to kick off. 40 seconds remaining, and there we go. Protex finds a headshot for himself. The MP5 laser cannon coming on out. And here we go, pushes on in. We're in the eyes of Hawk, who has been on point with his headshots so far.
Will he know?
Yeah, it's going to be
just waiting there with a shotgun.
On that
Don't want to get too close. Don't want to get too close.
Super 90 as well. This is not.
Oh, he's going to peek. Is it? No, it's just...
Biding his time, playing this one super safe. Sizz like jumps on into the room,
Oh, wow.
there's the
Frost
bear
down
trap
there,
coming
we
into
go.
play, and that is going to be Sheffy defending that single-handedly. Gets one with a shotgun, one with a bear trap. And
Very
that
nice.
is going to be,
Very nice.
I believe, that first game.
Yep.
So, really
Very
strong
well played.
performance by Gifu. And I mean,
Both fast pushers. They
Yeah.
push quite fast. Then slowed down sometimes near the end.
I
Even
prefer that
they had
fast, aggressive playstyle. That's what I love to watch.
But it was interesting, like, it was usually a fast push into the building, but sometimes it'd, like, slow down even that they had that position. They just, like, slowed down and were like, wait, let's wait quite a while.
Yeah.
It is nice to push for tower, take tower, and then you can focus on that place where they were going.
Yeah.
Because then you get the pincer, as we saw.
That's the thing. If you're on the attacking side and you can get in on multiple positions, that's when you really start to not just start to take the advantage, but also kind of take the positional advantage, which can be so crucial in the further firefights. Like if you're the ones attacking and you're getting the crossfires, the defenders are in such a bad spot. But
Yeah.
here we go. We're heading on to the second map. So it is Gifu.
Hereford Base.
1-0 in this series. And let's see how Hereford Base is going to treat these guys. Now, this is a map
See
that
if
is...
WTF can come back.
Yeah, very CQB intensive map here. Like,
Yes.
occasionally we'll see a Glaz like hiding on the roof of the warehouse,
Sometimes.
but not all too common, to be honest. It's hard to really get any shots through the window. Once they know you've got a Glaz, it's kind of just stay away from the windows and you're pretty Gucci.
Could be a lot of abseiling as well, up and down.
Yeah.
Looking through the windows. And possibly... Oh, we got a fuse. Is this the first time
We
we've seen a fuse?
have got I think there was one when it was the other guy's casting.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't confirm that 100%.
First time I'm casting a fuse.
Yeah, same here.
And it makes sense. As we said, there's loads of windows. From the...
And no hostages.
Is the bottom?
Pro tip, lads, never pick fuse while you're against hostage. Yeah, this is the bottom. So you got
See,
the
I'm
A
not
and B
using
side.
this first
Now,
person thing. Yeah.
from what I've seen of Hereford Base, the A site is so much more popular than the B site when you're looking to try and get your plant. You can plant it. If you see at the bottom left of your screen, just below the A site on that bottom floor, you can plant that in the doorway. It's so easy to defend the diffuser from outside of the building. You don't even have to be in that cramped little room.
Yeah.
So if you can find your way in, if you can deny the crossfires, you can find yourself in a fantastic position.
Yeah, I was just kind of like trying to understand the map from this kind of like looking view.
Yeah, so
I know what you mean. Yeah,
where
it's
the
that
barbed
side.
wire
Yeah.
there was down at the side. I'll try and point out when we head on.
No, I know
further
exactly what
into
you
the
mean now.
map. Yeah,
It's just the bird's eye view thing.
yeah, it's kind of when it's the first time you see the map
Yeah.
from the bird's eye view.
You're
It's
like, wait,
a little bit
there it is, there it is.
disconcerting because
Yeah.
you're like,
I see what it is.
Just gotta get your
Got a little
bearings.
peek hole there. But no one's there, just causing that threat once again.
yeah, forcing them to answer to that, forcing them to keep on checking it, and as well.
Yeah, you could literally just make a hole in a window and just leave it there, and then it's just going to slow that push just a tiny bit, but you're not there, and you just cause that bit of, you slow down. This is a nice little place. Yeah, that's a good fuse. That goes straight into lockers. No one's there, though, it looks like. And the Jaeger got a few of them as well. It's still nice.
And it's over the reinforced wall as well, which is crucial.
Yes, yeah, you can do that. You can
Because-
fuse it too, and you can look right in.
Yeah, and this is the thing, because you can't, obviously you can't put a fuse charge on a reinforced wall.
Yep,
So the
no,
fact
you
that you
can't.
can get over those reinforcements is absolutely crucial.
It's interesting. It's interesting that they left it, because maybe it was like they weren't supposed to do that, and they've just left it. Possibly.
Well, I think the reinforcement is like a standard size, isn't it? So it's not necessarily something that could
But it's the only map that has it, I think.
possibly. I can neither confirm nor deny that,
I
to be
think it
quite
is.
honest.
I think it is.
It's the only one I know of, at least. But
So once again, pushing in with the blitz. This is risky. Because if they put a hole there,
change his mind.
pushing into here would make it unsafe from that side.
Well, the thing is, if you look at it from the perspective of the after plant, if they do go for that plant that I was talking about, like right at the doorway, that just gives you another angle to watch the
That's very
diffuser
true.
from afterwards. But as you say, it's risky when you initially push in. So
Can we trust him?
here we go. There's very, very often
This is
murder holes
scary.
in that wall. That wall.
I like how they're using the shield. They are using him a lot just to get in there, to get a bit of an idea what's going on safely, and not losing anyone for it.
Yeah, look at this wall of smoke they're using as well to just take control of the A site. There's like no reinforcements essentially for Hawk if they push in now, but by the looks of things, Hawk doesn't need reinforcements because he gets a double for himself. Zangdar finds a headshot with his ump as well. 3 kills immediately over to WTF. Junis trying to answer for this one. He's been a standout player here for Gifu in the past. Well, they've suddenly found him. Oh, takes it, nice. Wallbang headshot. That's going to be Wilkie answering as well. And suddenly it's looking a little bit more even. 2 for 3. Come on. Here we go. Junis so low, but Wilkie finds another one for himself. And suddenly 2 versus 2. This is swings and roundabouts right now coming out from these two teams. Junis going to be looking to plant this diffuser. And Wilkie going to hide behind that desk. That desk is such a great camp spot to hide out in when you go for the A side.
He needs to plant. Get that plant down, you got it.
Oh, nice. Beautiful headshot onto Sizzler there.
What happened?
Grenade, I think, came down onto Wilkie there. Okay. This is intense right now. They know exactly where he is. He's been tagged down to half just a second ago. And they pick... Can they pick... Can he pick up his teammate? Junis is on so little HP.
Wow.
I don't know. Did he go down as well there? I can't quite see through the wall.
Oh, they're both down,
but not out. It's ticking away.
Oh my god.
I don't think Zangdar knows this one. He needs to just go and get the defuse. They can't do anything about it. In fact, he's going to pick up the kills. He might run out of time for the defuse, though. No, I think he's got this one. He's got this one. He's didn't panic for too long. And Zangdar, in a moment of... I think that was kind of... Did I get him? I'm not sure if he's down or not.
I thought you were getting him up. It was just taking ages.
Yeah, so did I. It was kind of hard to see through the wall with the silhouettes kind of meshing together.
And you don't see the downs, like...
Exactly, because it's one on top of the other, yeah. But whew, what a close round there. Really nicely played by Zangdar. In the end, does manage to clutch that one. So first round of the map going over to WTF there.
I think him trying to pick the other person up were a bad idea. That's how he got downed.
It was so risky, but at the same time, it's kind of like if you just go for the peak or whatever, he's still on so little HP.
You've got more pressure if it's 1v1, but trying to pick him up, lost it. Yeah. So maybe just go with that pressure.
I mean, I think he got a couple of tags onto Zangdar while he was running around, getting a different angle. So maybe he thought Zangdar was kind of pinned for a second. Maybe he thought he could just kind of get the cheeky
that's what he would have won. And again, it does get rid of the pressure. Like it would. Like, I've got 2 now. Now we're definitely going to do it. Not, it's all relying on me. My heart's beating out of my chest.
Yeah. Well, here we go. We're going to see another basement spawn here. This time from Gifu on the defense. So let's take a look at the compositions that we got coming out, because not really touched on that just yet this game. Pretty standard stuff. Jaeger and Blitz and Pulse coming out here. Smoke and, of course, Rook for the defenders.
Yeah, nothing too special, really.
Not seeing the Frost, though. I'm kind of surprised to see no Frost on the defense here, because it is a very, very close quarters map. I mean, aside from when you see kind of... I'm pointing at the screen, I realize viewers can't actually see that, but when you see, like, across that long corridor, when someone's in, I think it's called locker room, and someone's pushing in from the, where, you know, the thermite wall that you...
from the outside? Yeah,
I don't know what the call-out is for that wall, but it's where most teams will thermite. Yeah, where he fused. So, like, that kind of crossfire is very long range, but other than that, you're going to have a lot of kills that are very, very doable with the Super 90.
It was interesting. Who was it? Did Gifu...
This wall here, this is what I'm on about.
Yeah. Did Gifu go from the first floor at all in that last round?
Really big fucking hole coming right up.
I don't think so, no. I don't think that... No one went from the stairs or anything, so... Don't know. But here we go. It's going to be Gifu on the defense, as we said before. And WTF starting to breach their way on into the side, but 6 is not having any of it. Immediately picks up a headshot, and it's going to be Junis that goes down. Now, Junis has been a crucial player for this team. Like, so important.
He's doing very, very well.
Here we go. Immediately, the Thatcher Thermite combo comes on into play, and they blow a hole in the wall.
Doing the bait and then looking through the other players for some intel.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nice drone coming out there. That's going to let him know that this area's fairly clear. They're going to be...
He's in.
I think they're shooting in through the roof. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but here we go.
This is risky. This is really risky. Going through the wire. Oh, there's 2 of them in there.
Still 4 versus 5 right now, but that's going to be one going down. If he can finish it, no.
Look at.
Going to trade 1 for 1, but actually Wilkie chimes in with a headshot onto 6 as well. So now it's 3 versus 3 again. But Wilkie incredibly low on HP right now. Has to be incredibly careful on this one. So they're looking towards the A site by the looks of things. Wilkie
3 on
He's on
3.
the floor above, so we'll see whether he can find a way
He's
to
just
get a
roaming, I
flank
think.
down, but
Yeah,
they need to
yeah,
make something
possibly.
happen soon, and they are doing so with the headshots coming on through. Suddenly, Wilkie,
It's
the last
just
man
up to
remaining.
Wilkie. Can he
He
do
finds
it?
one for himself, though. 2 versus 1 now, and he's looking for the clutch. Does get the
downed
downstate, but
him,
doesn't
yeah.
get the kill. Tag, but no frag, and that is going to be another round going over to WTF there. So I think that's 2-0 now for WTF, our French team coming on in. And the Finnish team, they won the first map. Can they turn this into a second win, or is it going to be our 19th 1-1 of the day? I've lost count at this stage.
And even the 2-2, like it went 2-2 the other way, so now it's 1-1 again.
yeah, so it's...
Got a glass. So I'm guessing that they're thinking they're going to go high, and they're going to use the higher buildings to look through from far with the glass. That's my guess.
Yeah, I mean, they won on the defense, didn't they? So now they have to change.
And is it
take a
dummy?
look. It is going to be dummy.
It is dummy. I'm pretty sure they predicted that. They went for
Yeah.
glass. They're going to go for the buildings, look through the windows. That was my prediction.
Let's take a look. No castle coming out, so not going to try and deny the kind of window barricade.
Well, a glass can shoot through them.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was like, not really. I was like 50% on that one, so I
Yeah,
was
it
just
can. So if you put the castle up, the glass can just randomly shoot. You won't be able to do anything about it, but they might actually hit you.
Yeah, it's like
so
one
it
of
does
those.
actually give it.
They're not going to be able to see
advantage.
through, but they maybe get the shot.
Yeah,
You know?
and even if they shoot, like they're not even, endangering themselves.
Glaz isn't an operator that I've really got much experience of playing myself.
I don't
so
play
it's-
glass. I just know like some things about.
Yeah, I don't really know the intricacies of that class specifically, because it's one that you see a lot less frequently as well. It's
Yeah.
not
So
a
the flash
operator.
is going to where I thought the glass were going to go. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll maybe leave this open for him later on, but we could see Glaz going to the other side of the map. Obviously, there is that kind of shooting range that you can stand on top of as well.
Wall banging a bit just to make sure he saw the hole. So it looks like they got a roamer at the bottom. Interesting. He's thinking he's the first floor because he saw the hole, but really he's gone to the bottom.
I've got to say, when you're in this top-down view and you can see Easy Loss over there, it's such a bizarre view of the repeller, because he's kind of just hanging off nothing, walking through the air kind of thing.
Pushing with the pushing with the again. Yeah.
Nearly got a team kill. But, oh,
Very
the
nice.
wall bang out of
Very nice.
Judas.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was like on him.
beautiful. And like a little bit of luck comes into play in that scenario.
Put the frost
Obviously,
down.
you've got the call out from Gifu. You're kind of guessing at where in the corridor he is, but very, very nice shot.
That was a threat as well. They got rid of the roamer.
Yeah. Absolutely massive for them.
He's still thinking there's someone down there.
And now it kind of slows.
He don't have to.
pace
There's no
a
one
little.
down there. He's just paranoid that there's someone down there.
They're kind of... I feel like it's good when you've got this man advantage. You want to take this slow. You don't want to kind of just push the issue too much and end up just losing out a silly firefight. But
Okay.
you don't want to spend too much time in the base.
Martin through.
Because
This is where it's
obviously,
going. This is it's a good push here. It's a nice place to firm at that.
there's only like
Looks
2
like-
attackers up on this top, but there's going to be a kill coming through for
Doing
Sheffy.
a little bait.
Nice little
Oh,
headshot.
and he comes out.
What was that
Wow, and it
firefight?
worked.
Misses left, right, and
Wow,
center.
yeah.
Sizzlack does get the headshot in the
Cut
end,
close
but it was
range.
Jaeger actually. Take a look at that. Sizzlack got down to about 2 HP himself, so it was by no means an easy fight for either of them.
Interesting that the glass isn't going too far away. He's actually pushing quite close.
Yeah, and this is what we saw as well on Aeroplane. A very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close quarters glass coming out, and just trying to get those tight angles, trying to...
I mean, like from far away, you are kind of just hoping someone peeks, and at this level, maybe they won't.
Oh, wow, Wilkie.
Well, he
with
gets
the-
him. Just walks in.
Playing glass as if he's got a shotgun right there. Just strolls on in and...
Oops. Power frost.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice. And there it is. Wow.
That's how
Okay.
you finish a round right there from Gifu. Just waltz on in right at the end and just take the final couple of kills.
Looks like
Wallbangs
they're a lot
coming out to
stronger at
finish
the
it
top.
off. And there we go. And I mean, Gifu were one of the teams that were kind of coming in and people were saying, yes, this is one of our favorites to come through. And we didn't really see that in their first match. However, they were against the G-Bots, which is another one of our, you know, big heavy hitters, one of our big favorites
Yeah,
for
it
it.
seems
So
that way.
it felt kind of like a unfortunate first opponent. And as well, each
Well-
game was 5-3, so it was very, very close between
Yeah,
the
and
two.
it's a good warm-up as well. And you don't really want to think it as like unfortunate. You just want to you want to verse the best.
Yeah.
Because to be the best,
And
you verse the best.
that's that game out of the way for the Pro League as well. At no point do they have to go against G-Bots again until playoffs. So,
but again, you should want to verse the best. I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like two schools of thought on it, isn't there? Because obviously you want to go against the better
Maybe
teams,
slowly,
but
baby step it.
at the same time, you want to get points on the board. You want to go to playoffs. So
yeah.
if you can get that game out of the way and then not have to deal with having to go against one of the best teams until playoffs again, and you can watch them play throughout the whole season, so you've got like plenty of information scouting them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that viewpoint.
So, I mean, we'll see how that pans out as we head further on into the season. Let's stick where we are for now, though, because we are still in our very first week of the Pro League.
Yeah.
Game day 2, which is in game day 1.
Yeah.
Because in case you guys missed it earlier on, we have squeezed 2 game days into today.
1, yeah. It's been kind of hardcore.
It has been kind of hardcore. We're coming up to, I believe, 11 hours of broadcasting fairly soon. I don't really know what the time is at this stage, but...
Been good games, though.
It has been. There's been some incredible games. I think our first series was still my favorite of the day.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was just absolutely ridiculous.
All right, pushing through. Probably causing a distraction once again. Again, that threat. You know, you don't need to push there. Just open that up. Cause that fear. Well, looks like 4 of them are down this time.
This is the 2 thermite spots that we've seen every round right now.
Yeah.
Go for that one over towards the top right of Locker, and then you go for the one down in that middle wall as well. And that just kind of opens Locker up so it's not this tight and closed space anymore. There's lots of crossfires you can go for.
Being a lot slower. They're just like outside. Where are they looking? Is the mid hall?
I kind of like this, though.
Okay, interesting.
Because, I mean, we've seen very aggressive pushes out of WTF, but we haven't seen so much of this slow, methodical play. But when you're 1 round up, this is kind of how you want to play. You don't want to get too cocky about it.
You're hoping someone peaks. Like, you're hoping someone peaks.
Yeah, I mean, you are kind of looking for the advantage. They still do have a minute 20 to play with, and that is going to be a nice shot. The Sheffy right there, Zangdar. I don't think he quite saw Sheffy. Obviously, we could see the silhouette.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have that same luxury.
Vic's got the idea where he is.
It wasn't even Easy Lost that got the kill, though. It was Sheffy over towards the B site, but...
He knows he's there, but there's a massive hole here as well.
This is so hard for them to push into.
Yeah, that's why I was saying about... Oh.
Junas again finds a kill.
It,
Jumps on. Oh, good effort, mate.
Well.
Good effort. But Easy Lost does manage to get the headshot in the end.
Very nice.
He's going to get traded by 6, who looks for one. Onto Junas. Can't quite connect the headshot, though. That would have been huge if he managed to get that one. 4 versus 2.
He knows where he is, though.
They need to try and equalize here.
So many places to get shot from. Wow, that was quick.
That was over from towards the B site as well, I believe.
Takes him down.
Out there. Junas does drop.
But it is 1 versus 4.
It is. I mean, Hawk is definitely a player that is capable of this. Look for the murder holes.
They're the murder lines.
Quite
so you don't know exactly where they are, yeah.
15 seconds to go.
Oof.
Oh, well. When you hear that 15-second timer, you're like, okay, panic mode, let's try and do something. But Sheffy is just going to be waiting around that corner. And look at that, just watching. He can protect both B site and A site from here. Gets the nice easy spray. And that is going to be another round going over to Gifu. So 2-2 on the board. Even Stevens here. The scores on the doors, but here we go. Wilkie really stepping up this game. 6 kills under his belt. Sheffy as well. Not going for the shield as much. As I say, that immediately locks in Blitz just to prove me wrong. But he's got 5 kills for himself as well. So we're starting to see it's not just kind of Junas taking this team and walking them towards a victory. It's this time the rest of the team really getting on that scoreboard as well. But let's not get carried away because it is 2-2. Completely even match here between these guys.
Go anywhere.
The first game was fairly close as well between these guys too. So Gifu were able to take that first map in the end. Let's see. We are going to see Wilkie as well going for that fuse once more. So the cluster charges going to come into play, and we'll see whether we see any kills come out of that, because I don't think we've seen a single cluster kill all day.
I think the fuse would be better from the top. There's way more windows you can fire them through. In this place, yeah, you can put it towards the lockers, but who's going to really be standing near the lockers?
Yeah.
Not that many. We'll see. I mean, you can obviously fire the fuse from the top floor as well, the first floor.
Well, only one way to find out as the action phase begins.
The Miprawled.
Take a look at this. Some drone parkour getting them right up on top of the shelves. The disgusting looking ACOG site there. I really hate that scope.
What do you?
I just think it's, I don't know. I just don't like it. I know it's like based on real life, so it's not something that's like down to Ubisoft or anything. It's just like the way that gun actually looks. So maybe I should just never become a Russian soldier. Who knows? I never really intended to.
Where he is. Just need to. It's so much easier when you can actually see where they are. You see, like they know where they are, like, but we can see through the walls. So it just shows you how close they were.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. The hollow site coming out on the L8.
Looks like they got a Pulse Roma once again. Definitely very popular.
Yeah.
Pulse Romas.
I mean, rightly so as well. The cardiac sensor just so good for
but there
that
is other
roaming.
good Romas. It's interesting to always Pulse.
I'm surprised at how much Pulse we've seen comparatively to Jaeger. Because I could see the benefit of just sticking your Pulse near your site and using that to look up through the ceiling and things and sending Jaeger to wherever you find the people. That could definitely be something. But we are going to see Sheffy opening this one up with a headshot onto Hawk. And you know you're doing pretty well when your shield guy is picking up the first kill of the round. You know you're in pretty safe hands.
They've opened up A as well, so they've caused that big fear.
Yeah, here we go. Smoke grenades. And this is nice. I like this. Going for the wall of smoke across. And this is going to open up A site and kind of stop the reinforcements coming on through. Here we go. Charges on into the room. He's going to find 6. Oh, I can't find the shots, though. Nice kill coming out from 6 in the end. Does get taken down. So Wilkie trades this one. Vic going to be peeking on here. Needs to be very careful. It looks like Protex finds one. Finishes off 6. They do. I think this is actually our second plant of the game as well. So can they defend this one now? That's going to be the question. It's 3 versus 3.
But the plant's down, so that does change it.
And suddenly it's Warrior Team France that are on the attacking side. They've got to go for this retake right now. Vic trying to find it. Does get taken down. So Wilkie again with second kill of the round. Sizzlack. Drop to the floor. So it's only the Pulse remaining. Only the Roma left. But he's roaming too late. And he's running out of time as well. He's only got a quarter left on the clock. Pushes on it. Finds the headshot. What on earth just happened?
No idea.
It's Zangdar on the scene. He's looking for more, but... Interesting.
He must have just looked away as he turned. He must have.
I think he needed to just go further into that room. I don't think he should have gone back out into the corridor. With how little time he had left, it was like...
Just go for it.
Too little, too late, yeah, but I don't know. Good effort by Zangdar. It was a good headshot. I think
he roamed a bit too long.
Yeah, personally. Wilkie kind of... I'm not really sure what happened to let him get through the door there, but, you know.
It probably was looking... It just, like, turned just as it came through. It must have been something like that.
Blinked and he missed it, because it was over in a second, so... Over in a flash. Especially when Blitz is on the scene. Here we go. That is going to be 3-2 in favor of Gifu. Here we go. Again, very similar compositions. We are going to see the glass coming out.
Wait, where's this?
From Sizzlack.
Is this
this is
first floor?
I think this one's called dining room.
This is the first floor, isn't it?
Maybe. I think this is dining room, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So this is the first time we've seen this one.
They literally can go through the B windows and plant. Like, they can just come from that shooting range, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. This will be interesting.
So, I mean, talk to me about this floor. How would you go about defending this one?
Well, I've never really played it. I usually play on the second floor. Probably what they're doing is how to defend it. You know, reinforce the garage, reinforce all the weak points. I think they've reinforced the very east side as well. Just get rid of... Oh, no, they haven't. Have they? No, that's not the making thing. Yeah, they will have reinforced the very east side, I'm guessing. So, you know, people can't push in that easy. But as I said, I literally never go for these bombs. This is going to be interesting. They can just go through this window or plant, and then they've got the bomb down.
And then they're done. Happy days.
What you could do is you could break some holes through the walls. Yeah. So you could look in there from maybe garage. That could be, you know, on the fly, just thinking that could possibly work. And it looks like they might have. I can see a lot of holes there.
Well, it's only Zangdar in, or around that B side. No defenders actually at B, as far as I can tell. Wilkie on the floor above.
It is a very unusual...
Tunis over at the A. Just go in. Zangdar's scouted it with his drone.
Just go in.
I want to see him just go for this. Get the diffuser and just, you know, go all in on it. But I think it's kind of one of those where you're like, why is there no defenders?
They might have lots of kill holes though, or murder holes. They could.
Yeah.
Like
Well, we saw some murder lines being
I did
punched out
see
there. I
them.
didn't quite see
weren't
where
sure
they were.
Yeah, I didn't. Nice.
So we're going
Recognize
to
bit
once
on the
the A site here.
Bomb located by
Looking to try and make sure that they have some crossfires to defend the diffuser when they do decide to put that
You can
down.
tell it's not as familiar. Like,
Yeah.
they're pre-firing in completely wrong places now. Whenever they've pre-fired, it's always been like correct. Now they're pre-firing and there's no one there. It's not a place that people go this.
And I mean, this is kind of one of those things where you can really kind of hoodwink your opponent if you go for a really strange site that no one's
Really is
used to
strange. And the
attacking.
positions they're in, they're at all the corners of the map.
Yeah. If you can practice this though, if you can get kind of the upper hand purely.
Jonas is in a nice position if you see.
I mean, it's like when we saw playing earlier. WTF managed to take that advantage because they had that experience. Zangdar finds the first kill onto Junis here. So
They've got
WTF
they're at the bomb.
with a good start.
They're at the bomb.
Yeah, I think they're just
Oh,
very,
I like
very
it.
nervous
Yeah,
about
from above.
planting right now.
Look at that. Oh, very nice shot.
Beautiful headshot from
Bad
Zangdar.
peek.
Second one
Get the ball
of
down.
the round for himself.
There's no peeker.
He's looking for another one, and he's going to be able to
Very,
get him
very
down.
nice. Yeah,
Zangdar
he's
with
got
the
it.
hat
Good
trick,
stuff,
and
good
there
stuff.
comes
That
Hawk
was really
and Six
nice.
to finish off the round. Frag grenade to take the last kill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you attack the first floor. That is how you walk on into the site and just take those
I thought
headshots.
all of a sudden like they were just going to win because they were shooting from the top, but yeah, just peeked at the wrong
Yeah,
times.
I
Got that
honestly thought,
strategy. And
I thought that trapdoor was going to be
I thought it was going to be a
smart.
smart decision that,
Yeah.
but it ended up wrecking them.
It did indeed. Well, 3-3 is the score. So unless we see one team taking the next 2 rounds consecutively, we are going to be moving on into overtime. We've had some pretty long games coming out towards
Yep.
the end of today.
Yep.
This game day 2 has been much closer matchups, much like longer games than what we saw in game day 1.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Do you think that's down to just the different matchups, the different
Maybe
maps
they've
we're
got more
seeing,
used to
or
being
do you
here.
think it's kind of a matter of we've already played one game of Pro League, now we're kind of adapting our strategy,
Well, also nerves. Maybe the nerves have got a bit better as well. So they're all and
not doing
they
anything
might have been
as
even
risky?
watching as well. They could have been watching each other's teams. If you do that, you get intel on that team instantly.
Yeah,
How they play, what
I would
classes
hope
they
they've
play.
been watching.
So it could have been a mixture of things.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Well, as you heard from the announcer there, it is 5 seconds until
Bomb diffuser.
insertion and the action phase begins.
Inserting now.
So we are going to see a Capcan come out here. Capcan, the trap man. We'll see.
Hey, there's Capcom.
Yeah, Sislak going to
Wow,
be bringing that one
interesting.
in. I think that's the first one we've seen of the Pro
If
League.
someone falls for this, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of a...
There it is.
This is going to be the test, really. Like, are you going to get just free kills from Capcan? And
The thing is, the traps do get shields because you don't see your feet. And they get me when I sledge because I sledge and then run.
yeah,
yeah.
and as well, this is the thing. Like, I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was either you or Derek I was talking to earlier about Capcan, and it was kind of like while the traps are fairly obvious in general, if you get into that situation where it's like, oh, 20 seconds left, we've got to make something happen, you're not going to be checking every corner for Capcan traps. You're not going to be looking at the floor. You're going to be
That's when
pushing
you
and
can
charging
actually
on
get
it.
hit by them.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they do get shields. They honestly do. You can fall for that because you can't see your feet.
And this is kind of proof of these teams adapting as well. We're seeing these blitz come into just about every round now. Capcan immediately comes in to try and
that's
counter
why?
that play. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, oh, let's see. I think were they trying
This
to
isn't Capcan.
Okay.
It's 3 doors into the corridor.
Okay.
So the 2 doors into corridor
Boom,
from
boom.
B and
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
one from A.
Yeah. It can slow you down though. It can slow you down. So that's one thing. Even if you don't trip over it, it will slow the team down. So that's something nice.
I like that little spray. Oh,
Nice.
Hawk is going to go down. Wilkie finds that one, and it's going to be
This
Junis
is a
finding a
good
headshot
push.
onto
Look, that was
Zangdar
fast.
as well. So 2 men already
Is he
down.
getting one down? The
Gifu,
diffuser.
Sifu, sorry. Looking for this round at this rate. They're going to find another kill there. Making a convincing effort for it. We're into the eyes of Wilkie, who has taken 2 or 3 kills already this round, doing some absolute work on this fuse with the ACOG sight on his AK-12. AK-12, very powerful gun. Whole lot of damage
Trying to get
behind
the,
that one, and
nice.
that's going to be his 3rd, if not 4th
They're
kill.
going to try and get the diffuse down, I think.
Yep. Sislak, last man here. He's going to try
Oh,
and do
they
what he
don't
can,
even need
but he's got his work cut out right now. 1 versus 5. Tries to get his pistol out.
He's running outside.
She runs outside of the building, but I mean, what do you do here? It's just panic. There's so many players everywhere. Can't land his shots, and we'll just go down. So that is going to be WTF, I believe. Oh, no, sorry. Sifu. What am I talking about? Sifu taking that one and pushing their way forward. 4-3 now. If Sifu can take this round, they have taken a 2-0 victory against WTF. But WTF, they can still push this into overtime if they can take this round. So take a look at that.
See what happens.
The double one coming out from Wilkie there. He's definitely on board for this one. He's wanting to push this towards a victory.
Defused by attackers.
Well,
All right, where are the starting? Okay, it's the basement again. All right.
So 30 seconds left of... I'm just being abused by production at this stage.
That was a bit confusing.
Alright, here we go. The prep stage beginning, very standard defense coming out. We're not really seeing any crazy operators. I mean, we saw the cap can, but no blitz in this one and no cap can either going to come out. I feel like the cap can was kind of a...
Maybe just
a one-trick pony. Oh, not one-trick pony, but like a one-time trick.
Just wing it. Just see if it works.
Yeah, it's like maybe this pans out nicely for us. Maybe it kind of just...
I think it would have been better if they planted somewhere else. Like they planted both doors really close to each other. Why would they even go for them doors kind of thing?
Yeah.
Maybe if they planted it at a window or somewhere maybe on the first floor, it could have caught someone out possibly.
I think it was just a matter of like, we'll put this here, and then if we do see the super slow push, the like last 30-second rush kind of thing, then that is going to make a difference from stairs.
It could have been
trying to get onto the sides.
It could have been to slow them as well.
Yeah.
It could have possibly been that.
But hey, I mean, not every strategy works out in the end.
Good to try them though.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
And it's much more entertaining for us to get to see different diverse strategies going
Well, it's
on.
interesting, yeah. Okay, looks like he's factoring, so we confirm that through. There we go. Probably going to do a distraction thing like he usually does.
Yeah,
and yet he does.
And
he's coming
again,
here
this
and
exact same wall, but Sheffy is waiting on the other side here.
If they had a fuse, it could possibly...
I want to see Sheffy just charge around through that thermite hole that's just happened.
Droning in, shot the drone, knows where he is. Is he shooting through?
I think there's a... Oh!
Wow, good nade. Don't know where that was from. Whoa, okay, he made a hole in the top. Threw the nade through. Very nice.
Yes, that was Vicar with the drone, gets the information and punishes for it. Really nice play.
Is he going to get the kill?
That's going to be the question, isn't it?
Oh, someone else did.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He'll steal.
he still gets the assist. He's going to be... I think at this point, they're not too fussed about their personal numbers. They're fussed about taking this round because they are one away from dropping out of this series.
Got a nice push, been quite fast. Oh, we just saw him.
Gifu so close to getting spotted out. Oh, his head was on show for a split second there.
Oh, nice.
I didn't
Wallbang
know.
through. Very nice.
Yeah, so
This is a
that
good
was just the
start.
smoke there. I thought it was a solid surface, but
1 minute left.
be able to get that shot
It
through.
is completely gone.
5 versus 3 as well. WTF looking strong in this round, looking like they might be able to push this to overtime. Looking for Junis, trying to get the shots through the wall, but can't quite find his targets. Wilkie managing to get down one of these attackers.
You see him?
Oh,
Nice.
he finds him.
He's doing
Nice.
really well. He's got another
Vic.
there. He's got another there.
Vic is MVP for this round at
he's doing
least
really
right now.
well.
He is doing
Has he nearly got a
such good
5?
work. Well, he's got...
these two?
I think he's got 3... No, Zangdar actually got 2 of them as well. So it's 2-2 now between him and Zangdar. But now we're down to Junis. Junis has been a standout player for...
This is interesting.
side.
Running
Actually
down here.
goes
Could catch him off
outside,
guard. Oh,
but
unlucky.
doesn't land his shotgun shot. So unfortunate. Is going to go over to overtime. So 4 apiece right
Good
now.
stuff, good stuff. That's what I
Really
wanted.
nice, really nice 8th round from... What on earth was that? WTF, yeah. So really nice round from them. Very strong performance from both Zangdar and Vic especially. Vic was just that single play where he put a hole in the top of the wall, scouted it out with a drone through the frag grenade through. Really nice stuff.
Opened it up, pushed through, got someone in the other room. Yep, really nice.
Here we go. So overtime.
Who do you think is going to take it?
I think, honestly, from what I've seen of these two teams, Gifu seem more consistent, but Warrior Team France definitely seem like a clutch kind of team. This is the kind of team that can really pull out all the stops at the last second. And I mean, if you're looking for a team that can pull out stops at the last second, this is that last second to pull out the stops. We're moving into overtime. And we'll see if Gifu, sorry, can be this dominant team that we've heard so much about, whether they can push to a 2-0 victory or whether it's going to be WTF pushing for their second 1-1 of the day. They already tied against Penta. They're looking to tie against Gifu. Honestly, WTF have been looking incredibly strong today, taking on some of the top teams and going even with them.
Very, very good.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving.
Well,
Swapping mags.
see if the Warriors come out to play for this one.
It's all up to this.
It is all up to this. You're absolutely right.
Feel the nerves.
You got to get kind of two rounds in a row here for the overtime. That's going to be how this one pans out.
Looks like they're not going for the fuse anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really get much. Actually, a dock coming out. We haven't seen that just yet.
Breaking the hole that they usually do. So you've got that. They're probably going to thermite the other place.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be Vic on the thermite once again. That's who we saw last time. And it looks like he's gone for that first thermite hole. And it looks like he's probably going to go for the second.
Yeah, so far they've got loads of holes looking through. Very scary.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Gifu do keep in though. You know, they keep in on position. They don't get too scared by it.
Yeah. So
We've
moving
got one
in.
Roma here. Will he take him? He does need to.
Shotgun's there, but it's not enough.
When I saw that shotgun, I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, this is a risky engagement. But actually, that's Junis as well. Junis has been one of these really, really
clutch.
Yeah, clutch is the perfect word for it. He has been absolutely clutch for his team, and with him down,
He's getting some intel on the stairs. Checking if there's a Roma. Doing that as well. You've got a bit of time. Don't spend too long up there.
yeah, 1:30 left. So I mean, they've got a little bit of time, but they don't want to be getting greedy with it. They do need to get over down towards that base.
He's probably going to throw a grenade. Very nice. That might get him.
Let's see.
No, it looks like it Roma's in the...
Sizzlag finds one onto Wilkie, so that is going to be just 3 defenders left over in that B site. Once again, this is what we saw last round.
They're all at B.
Exactly the same situation, but Sheffy this time going to trade it on back.
They might be able to get a fast A. Can they see into A? I can't tell if how many holes there is. Ooh,
I think Sheffy can see straight into A through those murder holes.
Ah, okay.
Well, he's kind of pinned down himself. He's going to be playing that Doc though, so...
Wow, Vic actually did take someone there.
Okay, Rook and Doc. The kind of one of those defender combos that we see coming out.
It looks like they might not even be trying to plant, they're just trying to kill them.
Okay, so they know exactly where they are. They know who the last two are. Vic finds another headshot for himself. I mean, they can push onto this last guy, or they can just push for the plant right now.
You'd probably
They're
just
even going to get the...
and then maybe... Yeah, I pushing's risky. Ooh. Because they can come back if you push. You need to play. Oh my god, are you
goodness.
joking? Are you joking?
What is this? 2 headshots straight away. The diffuser hasn't been planted yet. They're about to go for that finally.
Oh, he's going to let him though. He's going to let the guy... Oh, and this guy's downed. They let him do it.
The plant... I didn't think he got the plant for a split second there. I thought that was just timed out. But Protex, he already had 2 beautiful headshots. If he could turn this into more... Well, he's got to...
Does he know this guy's behind?
He's got to push out aggressively, and yeah, it's like, what corner do you peek there? You don't know where he is. You kind of just got to roll the dice. If he'd been up the top of the ladder, maybe he could have won that fight. But
if he was shooting just a bit more at the bomb site, the guy couldn't have put the diffuser.
Yeah, maybe suppressive fire. Maybe I don't know. It was a tough one to call, but fair play to him. Got a couple of kills. Really nice headshots as well coming through from him. But that is going to be 5-4 in favor of WTF. Now
they can do it.
Can they hold this defense? That's going to be the question, because
got a fuse coming out for Gifu.
We have like our solid squad of Smoke, Rook, and Frost coming out. We've got a Jaeger and a Pulse, the 2 kind of typical roamers. So very, very solid line of defense coming out from Warrior Team France. Honestly, this is kind of, in my opinion, probably the strongest setup on this map, because Pulse is such close quarters that you can see so many people with Pulse. Obviously, Pulse is kind of one of those where can go either way.
Very interesting
depending on
going
the map.
Fuse for down here, because it hasn't done anything for them at all. So it's interesting why they just keep going for it.
Maybe
they're
today's
just
the
being
day.
stubborn.
Maybe today is the day.
Could be just being stubborn with it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the strategy that they entered the map with, though. So maybe this is kind of a, okay, we're starting to run out of plans here. We need to just get this round on the board. Let's go back to our default. Let's go back to what we know, what we've done so many times in matchmaking and in the ESR ladder.
Yeah.
And has won us rounds in the past. Like, obviously, it's been successful for them in the past, or they wouldn't be running it in Pro League. Like, there's no way that this is the first time they're trying it, you know? So they know how to do this, but is it going to pay off? Because like you said, it hasn't paid off so far in the Pro League. And the games that they've played against other teams, sorry, but it's not the same caliber as the Pro League.
Yeah, that's very true. Picking a few little walls there just to see if anyone's there. Never know, can get that lucky headshot. It's one down. Nice.
So Thatcher just going to clear both thermite sites and then fully expect Protax to...
Shot right at him.
Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky, I think. I think he was maybe behind that next flight of stairs, though.
Wow, yeah, he's guessing the stairs are there. Good knowledge.
Because the thing is, he was shooting towards the left side of the stairs, so Zangdar would have been underneath
Yeah. Good knowledge.
the row behind.
Good knowledge.
So, Wars actually, it looked a lot closer than it actually was, I think.
He will have been hidden and protected by the stairs, yeah. So once again, same strategy. It looks like both of them are doing the same strategy, pretty much.
Yeah, I think those are kind of your two spots that you have to get open with thermite on this map. That's kind of
Do Gifu create the holes at the top of this place, though? I know that they fused it, but did they create the holes? I think they have.
Not sure. Well, Junis created a hole in Zangdar's head right there. Doing his best Robin Hood, but instead of knocking the apple off his head, just puts one straight between the eyes. That is bad news for WTF, because they are one man down. They are one round away from taking this game, but maybe could be pushed to second.
But it doesn't.
4 versus 4 now. So WTF, 6, taking that kill for himself.
Smoke. Spotted one, I think it's Blitz, yeah.
Look how unsure of this push they are now. They're like really
well, yeah, it's
taking this one slowly, and rightly so.
Fuser's not used any fuses, I don't think. Not that I've seen.
Here we go, Protax. He's got that diffuse kit. Here we go.
Just getting some
6
intel.
is just waiting for them to push.
Probably not going to fire at him.
Is he going to be able to find the shot?
Interesting.
Blitz can't quite get it though.
Throws a smoke, nice.
This is
Cause
nice.
that disorientation.
This is really nice. So now they can make their way in, and no one from this A site can kind of get that suppressive fire down. They're not actually using it to get into locker room though. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Wow, nice.
Charges in, gets the flash, gets onto 6. That's one for himself.
Really
Looking
nice.
for more as well.
If he gets him as well.
Hawk is down in the corner.
Just
He's not found it just yet, but he has found it now. That's going to be another one for Chiefy.
That was big.
That was huge.
That was big.
2 versus 2 though.
10 seconds.
The rest of his team kind of went down
10
there.
seconds.
Here we go. Blitz is down but not out, and it's going to be easy loss. It's all on his shoulders, and it's not going to be enough. WTF managed to take that game and turn it into a 1-for-1 series overall. Final score of 6-4. Absolutely insanely close between those two teams. Honestly, that last round really could have gone either way. It was down to the wire.
Yep.
Like,
Good stuff, just really good.
I don't even know what else to say.
I didn't realize the time again. Like 10 seconds. Where's the time gone?
I know, yeah. And that's again, like when we mentioned Capcan earlier, that's where it's like, oh my God, that's where the mistakes come out. That's where it all kind of comes down to.
Especially for throwing smokes, and then you won't even see the traps.
That was really nice as well. The smoke play coming out. I think that's...
I honestly thought that was going to make it.
I want to see that from other teams now. Getting those smoke walls down so that you can take control of a different area.
He walked into a place with 2 people.
Yeah, he certainly did. Well, I believe Sean is getting ready on stage. He's going to be grabbing one of our winning players to have a little chat on stage. Yeah. And I mean, we've seen a lot of ties today. So I say winning players, but kind of both teams technically won. So it's kind of which team is the winning player going to be from? Who knows?
It's just showing a lot of solid play. That's basically in it. If you're both winning, you're both doing something right.
Yeah. And that is going to be... it's going to be good news for Gifu. At least they can get one round on the board for themselves. They're now 1-3 because obviously they got 2-0'd by the G-Bots earlier. WTF,
They've got
they're now
1-1-1-1.
2-2. So WTF have now tied the G-Bots, who were one of our huge favourites coming into the entire tournament. So WTF, kind of a team that I, at least personally, had pinned to maybe be a bit of an underdog, have really shown that they can match up to the big dogs, throw the same punches, and send some of these teams reeling.
Yeah, definitely. Done very, very well. Like what I'm seeing.
Okay, so Sean is ready on stage. We're just going to pass it straight on over. Have a chinwag with one of the players.
Thank you so much. I am standing here with a clearly dejected and not very happy Wilkie, but I had promised that we would speak for a second, and I did want to get your opinion. I know it's tough to talk, so thank you first off for taking the time. Talk us through that.
Well, you could see his joke in the second map, but the first one was pretty solid, so I thought we got it in the second one as well, but, well, things happen.
Now, across the day, everything has been pretty level pegged. We've seen a lot. You guys seem to do well first. We seem to get your legs back under you in that first one, but they just wouldn't go quietly. They came back in. What does that tell you when you look at the state of the union in this Rainbow Six Siege Pro League?
I didn't get the question, sorry.
What do you think of the state of play now? We've seen the 8 teams, they've come together. What can you deduce from today?
Well, we have seen so many draws that it's really hard at the moment. Each team is so close to each other, and the meta game is so new that it feels like it's cross paper scissors at the moment. That some teams' tactics work against some teams, and some against others it doesn't. So it's weird at the moment, because we thought that there were clear best 3 teams at the moment, but it's not the case at the moment.
It definitely doesn't look like that. Now, obviously, you're not happy. I could see you at your computer there. It was tough to pull you away, and thank you again for taking the time to do that. But what do you do now? What do you say with the guys? You come here, you've played in this LAN environment, you've played in front of a crowd, you've felt it. What's next for you guys?
Well, next is to get back to the drawing board and practice hard and try to get better for the next game.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk again. I appreciate it. Go off, join the team. Guys, understandably not completely happy, but takes nothing away from the opponent who did a fantastic job. Lots of you guys to break down over on the desk. Thank you to you.
Thanks again, Sean. It's nice to see some players getting so into what is effectively just week 2 of this play game. They have nothing to be ashamed of, though. Gifu 5-1 in the first round. But we're going to dive straight into analysis, and we've been joined by Panix here from Era Esports. Thank you very much for joining us. You've had some phenomenal games yourself earlier on today. From the outside perspective, do you think Gifu could be happy with that performance? Yes, they lost that second map, but there was a lot of things they could have learned from it.
To be honest, I think Gifu was seed 3, and they shouldn't lose to maybe WTF because it is going to be hard to go up in the rankings. But it was a bit weird because Gifu picked
Hereford Base, yes, they did.
And
WTF took
WTF
Oregon
picked
map.
Oregon, but Gifu beat.
Yeah, Gifu won the Oregon map despite being WTF pick, and Hereford Base they lost despite being their own pick.
Yeah, it just nothing can happen. Everything can happen today. It's your first big event. We had yourself been beaten by TSM on Chalet, and you can't say by advance online, yeah, we have to win this. You just gotta win everything and rock your way out.
Take care, guys. Let's talk Hereford Base, because that's the first time we've seen it so far today. That basement bomb site, I don't think surprised anyone. Everyone's getting in there. But as we saw, a lot of the attacking teams were still succeeding with that because it's so common and it's so well practiced for everyone. I want to talk a little bit about the top floor bomb site, which we saw a couple of times, and Glaz was incredibly powerful there. I know a lot of people consider this map to be very small and kind of anti-Glaz in his sniper. Panji, why do you think Glaz is so strong? Because he's got a couple of sniper spots, but there's only a few windows.
Given the, for the top bomb sites, I mean, all of the interior walls you can shoot through, every single one pretty much. I think there's maybe one little spot you can be in where you can't, but otherwise they can all be shot through, especially by Glaz. And when you have the, what is it, that house, and then the shooting yard little, I don't know, catwalk thing, those are 2 great spots where Glaz is a little exposed, not so much on that house, but on the shooting catwalk definitely. But he can get some really good picks into those windows, and all it takes is him to sit there for a minute or two and have the defending team kind of forget he's hanging out still. And, you know, one shot there at below 50 health, so.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little Overwatch
Definitely.
puts a little there. Is there any more niche things for Glass we missed there, or is it simply that range is there?
It's mainly this, but it's the moment where we see that it's Gifu who picks Hereford because no one wants to go on top. And it's weird that Gifu picked Glass because if you play against a lot of teams who have worked Hereford, you know that it won't be helpful because you won't go on top. It's so easy. It's the well, there's Clubhouse too, but it's the map you don't want to take the top floor because you're stuck. You can't go anywhere with the rumors, and the Glass can do really good damage. That's why I was a bit surprised to see Glass and to see this floor taken.
We had one other first come out on that map, our first Capcan. We had a couple of theories as to why. Punchy Stick, I'll ask you for yours in a second, but ultimately he didn't end up being very successful. So on top of why you think he was picked, why did you think he not succeed?
That's a good one. I honestly couldn't really tell. I mean, it's a wild card with Capcan. He really is situational at this point. The lasers are very easy to see. The little bolt is very easy to see. I think he's strong in the same way that Doc is, in the sense that he's got high armor and a great weapon. But as far as his ability goes, unless they get that time-sensitive press on where they just have to walk into his traps, then they're pretty much useless at this, especially in a pro-level play. People are going to see it. You know, you're not going to slip anybody up with it. So,
agree, disagree, Panic? See something there?
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, like, it's really rare to see Capcan, so it can be a thing to take it sometimes and maybe surprise someone. Plus, Gifu is playing with the Blitz, and when you go around in the map, sometimes you don't see where you walk. So when you go through a door where there's you don't know if there's a Capcan, you can surely go in and get killed.
Yeah, so it helps slow those shields down because they can't necessarily see the doors quite so well. Let's have a quick look at our final matchup then. Epsilon Gaming versus TCM. TCM obviously opened the day against you. Yep. They've had all day now to prep. How do you think they're going to fare up against Epsilon?
To be honest, like Epsilon had their first game against I can't remember, Dead Flamers, and they should have won 2-0, but that's like us. We should have won 2-0. I think that maybe they could go as we did on the second game. They could go 2-0 against TCM. TCM is a really good team, but I just mean Epsilon is our French friends, of course, but they are also really strong. And I think there's like 4 teams that can really go maybe in the high rankings, and they're people who works hard and have really good skills. So I think it's going to be 2-0 for Epsilon. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll look for that then. We're going to run to another very quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have our final game of today's Rainbow Six Pro League, Epsilon Gaming versus TCM Gaming.